I get asked all the time about the Whore of Babylon, who she is and what she's like. People think it has to do with sex or lovemaking, but it's not at all. Some people say, well, she teaches somebody else other than God. There's something of a more personal nature. Horrible, horrible things have happened to her. Horrible things. To make her that way. Where I don't even want to describe it. And then, in her rage, the only way she can get satisfaction, she pays for men to love her. And she does things to them. And in time, they don't realize it, but she mutilates them. They don't realize it until the next day. Games played. There's such horrors in it. Anytime I've experienced her existence, I have just prayed to God for mercy. And what can you do? In the end, it's written that she's fed to the dogs. Can you imagine what a woman must do that is her fate? And what made her that way? So many men think that, oh no, she's like a hooker or a prostitute, and they want to know how she loves, because it's got to be epic, right? Like they're gonna go to the dark side because of all the things that she can make them feel. But that's not it at all. Anything good in this life comes from God, not from Satan. I see videos about people saying that wet dreams come from Lilith and are evil, but they're not. They come from God. They teach us how to love. If you have darkness in your wet dreams, that's because of things that you've seen in this world. And you need to work to get that darkness out of you and come to Christ and ask for help and to be spirit-filled. So, that's all I can say in the spirit about her. Because there are things that if I talk about them, people would do them just because, or would use them to harm others. So that's all. The Whore of Babylon, she's and her daughters, there's the spiritual aspect and the physical aspect. The spiritual is them teaching false idols. Satan's not religion. There's a lot of women that do this and have nothing to do with the physical sexual part of it. But the physical part of it is darkness. And you wake up with your dick cut off. And you didn't even realize it. You wake up screaming if you don't bleed out in the night. Such is the Whore of Babylon and her daughters at their worst. They take your manhood. They take your soul. They take anything that you ever held dear and destroy it. And some of these women were made by men that did these horrible things to them. But for the grace of God go I. But for the grace of God goes all of us. To God the glory.